I didn't know you.
We've made it to the thrift store. And we're joined by company. I don't know exactly what I need. Haul so far. 2 tablecloths. And then, yeah.
Oh my god.
This is scary. Thirst for righteousness.
Peacemakers.
Those who mourn. I hate this fucking store.
Terrifying.
What a view. I don't know how this video has gotten so away from what we were doing. But anyways, so there's a flower sale. But we're gonna go. It's been like 4 days since that thing. And I'll get back and I'll show you what we bought from the thrift store and we'll finally get going. I got here as soon as it ended, but I got some plants. Ah, I'm so happy. Surrounding. It's fun. Hi, we're back. Number 1, I put this on a bowl. It's really nice fabric. 3 curtains. So fun. And then I got, here's our first item. Well, guys, if I was simply better, I would be better, okay? This old polo. I've made this dress before. This actually could be friendly. This, yeah, first victim. Woo! Yeojin dress. Oh. Basically, this is one of the most simplest things you can do. Cut the sleeves off. 1, 2. You're gonna take it in, cut this to here, cut this to here. Yeah, you'll fucking see it. But yeah. Put the whip crack in. First, you're gonna start by laying out your shirt and cutting the sleeves off as close to the seam as you can. And set them aside for later because we will be using them in a little bit. And you'll see. And it's gonna be fun. Okay, 2 things. 1, mind the wigs on the wall. 2, this is it. This is what we're working with. Oh, shit. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Next, you're going to want to slip the shirt on either yourself or a dress form, but my dress form's never accurate, so I just use my own. And you're just going to pinch the sides in and pin them just so it's more close to your body. And you're going to take these pins out later, so you don't really have to be accurate. And we're gonna measure it, so it's fine. The only real sucky part about this is that it's so DIY, you know? I've done this a few times where I was like, all right, I know the process of this, but like at the same time, there's no instructions. So I had to figure this out basically each time with how to make this look good. I mean, her thing is she's literally like, she's this big and like this thin. So I'm like, of course I'm never gonna look good in it. But at the same time, like, damn, please. You know, I lied, we have to do one more thing. But the other thing you have to do is pin it where you want the skirt part to start. Cause you're not cutting this. It's all, if you look at the picture, it's all one just, so, morning. Oh yeah, I'm embarking on this process at like 10. It's great, it's fun, I'm having a good time. Next, you're gonna wanna take one of the sleeves from before and line the bottom up with the bottom of the shirt and make a little line at the top of that because that's where your skirt's gonna start. And save the sleeve because we're gonna make triangles to make a full skirt. Who was here for Flip That? Because I definitely was. I was here for it. I remember I saw that concept. This pencil's doing nothing. When I saw that concept, I was so here for it. Little fun story. I graduated on the day of the Queendom finale. How was it, like 2 weeks or so? When they're like, all right, your new fave is coming back. Stream their music on whatever it was, Mnet, Melon. But it wasn't Spotify this time. But I remember I was there and I saw all them TikToks that were like, Luna's making a comeback, so what does that mean? Let me tell you something. Orbits are the most organized. No one ever wants to talk about that, but Orbits are the most organized fan base. Because we were going to fucking win, man. We were going to win. And then, for whatever reason, because we didn't get those 1,000 points promised, they didn't win. And now look where they are. How's the boycott for everyone? Because I'll tell you what, it's hit me hard. I am a Spotify Orbit. So I was privileged enough to have the podcast available when they were. Anyways, back to this. You gotta measure, so 3 inches from the side. So here I'm just drawing a straight line from about the middle of the sleeve to that 3-inch top of the sleeve marker. And then from the bottom of that sleeve marker, I'm drawing like a diagonal line so it meets the end corner of that shirt. So it kind of makes like a trapezoid to make a skirt. Do you remember Pose? I remember Pose, man. That was a good time. Oh my god, I just remember, because I never watched Queendom 1. So I was like, you know, I just saw Luna, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, let's go. I will totally watch this. And that's the first time I ever watched a survival show. So, unfortunately, I did not watch Kepler get formed. However, I will be doing that. Because I do like Kepler. I knew Mama Moo was on there, because I remember when Hip came out, it was huge. It was huge. And I hope for Queendom 3. People hate Mnet survival shows, but I eat that shit up. I will be watching Queendom Puzzle, and I will be having a good time while I do it. Oh yeah, anyways, back to Pose. I just remember getting up early and watching, because they streamed it on YouTube, which I found out during class period. And I eventually failed that class, which is great. Didn't really care about it. The entire time, I would try and do my work, but I don't think any work ever got done. Oh no, some did, because I got really far. Anyways, I figured out. I think I actually started watching during the song swap, but after Luna performed. Because weren't they second? I will say this about Pose. And that was the other thing. All of them were girl crush concepts. And I was so like, oh my god. Can we please do something different? And Brave Girls did, and BBG did. And I was very happy about that. I was like, finally, oh my god. I liked Queendom. Tell me, like, we got so many good ones. And after that I did watch Queendom 1. Queendom 1 fucking pales in comparison. It's not that good. It's not that good. Like, AOA, I love AOA. Miniskirt is a bop. But I was just like, where is the production value? And I watch Drag Race, so I'm just kind of accustomed to everything being like way ramped up. Okay, now we sew. Oh my god, finally we get to sew, yes. So I'm lazy and I always just use either white or black thread. So this is a light color, I'm just gonna use white thread. And I do a zigzag stitch on the lines that we drew. I just drew them with fabric chalk and then with pen. But I also kind of drew mine wrong. So I ended up going on the inside, like what is it, 1/8 on the inside? Oh, ran out of thread, fun. And I just sewed along those lines. I had a good time. It is getting later and later as I do these voiceover takes, so give me grace. I want to do a cool editing trick, let's see. See, now it's starting to take shape. Oh, this is cute. Oh, you could totally wear it like this. Let me also.
What you know about La Chalada?
Okay, here's our halfway point. Finally! So, I have it going from about here to go. And this is kind of the shape she had, although she had a tinier waist. So you could stop here in terms of this part. We'll get to up here, although this isn't looking. If you want to stop here, this is a cute little dress. because the shoulder seams don't line up. I'm gonna fix this, because when you have this ends up happening, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna fix that, and I will show you what I do to get her little A-line thing. But yeah, here's our halfway point. Here's another way to style it. I have another one of these that kind of, didn't really work. It was way too tight and the actual skirt part didn't work, but I just you tuck it into a pair of shorts and this cute top. You'll see it at the end, but, this is so cute. Okay. Now, bringing you in nice and close for this one. So now, you have this. Cut these parts out. Who cares about seam allowance? Not me. I don't even know what that is. Make sure you have a little seam allowance so we can come back to this in a little bit. Save this, we're gonna come back to it. For this part, it's ever so slightly complicated, so pay attention. Number one, just so you can get an accurateness to it. Starting with the front, do I have the blue one anywhere? Okay, I told you I did this before. So from about, here I'll measure. From your button up, it's gonna be 3 inches. I'm just gonna haphazardly cut it because I don't really feel like measuring. But it's just from your 3-inch marker to your thing. The other way, if you're really lazy, just cut on that line. Next thing, so once you cut these, cut literally right next to the thing and cut right to the shoulder. Cut right next to the collar and then cut right to the shoulder seam. All right, flip to the back. Put the whip crack sound in. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. Now for the back, this one doesn't have it. Here, I'll show you on this one. Right here, there's that little lip part. Ooh, I did not have this. This part, if they usually have that, you're gonna cut from there. This one does not have it, so I'm just gonna you did it. Look at that. And we'll take care of these raw edges in a minute too. See, I told you we'd use these sleeves. So basically what I'm doing is not tracing anything with that chalk. That chalk is so stupid. And I'm cutting out triangles and we're just gonna do one, put it on the other. I think you could honestly go bigger with these triangles. I did a little small and they're fine, but I wanna try bigger next time. See? I told you we would use them. The only sucky thing is, it kind of does involve some seam ripping. My back hurts. Oh yeah, this is why this video has been so long. My back hurts, man. It's, yeah, maybe not the best idea to sew up those little side seams, but whatever. We'll do it live. You're just gonna seam rip from where the bottom of the skirt starts to that top part and pin in your triangles. And the only sucky part about mine was that the back of the shirt is a little longer than the front of the shirt. So I ended up having to cut off some of the triangle, so my advice for that is just find a shirt that is the same length all the way around. And there you go. She's done. Damn it. Yeah. Well, that's it. I hope that was fun. I certainly had fun making this. I think mine turned out great. I hope if you did follow this, yours turns out as good as mine. And I want to see it. I want to see it because I didn't put all this work. I didn't make 5 of those for nothing. So please show me, like and subscribe and do all that stuff. I have a few ideas of what I want to do next, but I would like to hear what you have to say. Okay. Bye. It's Memorial Day. Future me. Yeah.